Okay, violas up at the top of page 7 of the Essential Technique book, which is attached with this assignment. You will notice it says third position on the E string for violins, and it says treble clef for violas. On occasion, when you get into the higher register of your instrument, rather than we just keep adding ledger lines, we go over into the treble clef. Okay, the idea behind it is that it makes your notes easier to read because it keeps them on the staff. Okay, you know from early on, once you get to your A string, we start to add the ledger lines, and we have our third finger down on the A string, which is our D, and we're adding 2 ledger lines for that. Okay, so if we add them, or if we transfer them over to our treble clef, it stays on the staff the whole time. So the idea is that it makes it easier to read. Okay, so looking at the first line that you have on the page there, I'm just going to go ahead and play that for you. So your open D, which is your third space, is below the staff on the treble clef. Your E, which is your fourth line, is the bottom line on the treble clef. I don't need to go through each one. You'll see it as you look at the page. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play through that top line. So this is our treble clef. Come over to A, which is our second space. C, which is our third space. And I'm going to shift here. D, which is our fourth line. Then we have an E, F, which is the top line, and G, which is above the staff. Okay, so on the treble clef, that G is pretty high up for us to play. On the treble clef, it's right above the staff. On your alto clef, we would have 3 ledger lines, and it would be above the third ledger line. So it's hard to read those notes. Okay, so what you're going to do for this one, you'll play through it. It's all going to be in treble clef, unless it's indicated that you're in your alto clef. Some of them do switch back and forth. Okay. Down at the bottom of the page is number 40, and you will notice that number 40 is in the treble clef. Okay, so we'll be starting in first position. We actually stay in first position the whole time, and you have a D scale with the arpeggio, but we're reading it in a different way, so it's not so bad to play. Okay.